Our Tom Scott and his family evacuated their home very near the fire off of Hill Road and Siemens Gulch just a couple of hours ago. Tom joins us now on the phone. And Tom, take us through what you guys went through tonight and the decision to evacuate. And we have been saying that BLM and the Ada County Sheriff's Office say that no structures have been lost. And I'm assuming that is the status of your home as well. You're going back to your home, thankfully.
Yeah, that's the plan. We'll probably head back there after this interview. But it started out. We could see the plume clearly rising over the ridge, and there were a lot of emergency vehicles around. And we asked, "What should we do?" They said, "Well, just have your hoses and buckets ready and be ready to evacuate, but not yet." And so then the plume appeared to decrease. So we were very hopeful. But then the wind kicked up. The plume just grew enormous, and then you could see the fire coming over the ridge. And at that point, we were instructed to evacuate, and we had been for some time loading stuff in our vehicles, and we headed out. And the fire had gotten down to Farmers Union Canal, further down Hill Road, west of Bogart Lane. So we thought we were in real trouble. We were really preparing for the worst.
All of your neighbors, did they as well evacuate, Tom? Do you know?
Yeah, I know one of our neighbors stayed and actually helped the first responders. And he's the one who told us that our house survived. So, and his did too. And we got erroneous information from one neighbor that some homes had burned west of Bogart Lane. Apparently that didn't happen, so we are so thankful for that.
All right, Tom. Prayers answered. You guys are going back to your home tonight, thankfully.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Tom Scott. We continue our breaking coverage of a 200-acre goose fire in the Boise foothills. Let's go back to Tristan Lewis. Tristan, any new updates from officials at this time? And I'm assuming that road is going to remain closed for the rest of this evening.
Yeah, Mark, this area still remains a pretty active scene right now, with a lot of law enforcement agencies and a lot of crews still working, blocking off traffic, just so these fire trucks, I don't know if you just saw that behind me, fire trucks are coming and going throughout this area, just south of the intersection at Bogart and Hill Road Parkway. Let's talk about what we do know so far. About 30 trucks from across the Treasure Valley are responding to this fire, according to the Ada County Sheriff's Office. The strong winds have made it pretty difficult for fire crews at the moment. Right now, like Brian Holmes and like what you mentioned earlier, there are no mandatory evacuations. Even the voluntary evacuations have been lifted. But the fire did start and move east towards Siemens Gulch, but officials don't believe it will cross. And Mark, like you've mentioned, the fire is estimated at 200 acres, and all of the active flames had been knocked down around 8:30 tonight, according to Bureau of Land Management. BLM expects to have the fire contained by 10 a.m. tomorrow and have it under control by 7 p.m. I want to say just an hour ago, a lot of people were coming to this area, but ISP troopers were telling them if they did not live in this area to please leave. And I'm sure that still stands as these vehicles are coming and going to help fight this fire. If you don't live in this area, troopers, law enforcement are asking you to stay clear of this area. And right now, not too much going on behind me. I'm sure there's still some crews fighting some of those hot spots up there, but we're going to keep keeping you updated and letting you know the latest going on with the goose fire. Mark?
All right, Tristan, thanks. And on behalf of the dozens of homeowners up there that their homes were threatened by that fire, thanks, a big thanks and big hugs go out to all the men and women who heroically fought that fire tonight for those folks. All right, we're going to